And welcome to Corner Canyon High School for tonight's game between the Orem Tigers and Corner Canyon Chargers. Orem coming in tonight with a 3-3 Region 7 record. They're 7-10 overall on the season, and we're about to meet their starting lineups tonight. They're going to start with number 5, Jake Stainer, number 12, Puka Nakua. Number 13, Will Clark, is probably the player to watch tonight. He's averaging 21.5 points a game and has 17 threes on the season. Also starting tonight is number 30, Noah Johnson, and number 55, Nate Bell. Another player to watch tonight for Orem is Ross Reeves, the sophomore, averaging just under 10 points a game, but he has 42 threes this year. He is among the top 10 in 4A in threes per game, and really a guy to watch that can really shoot the ball. For the Corner Canyon Chargers, it'll be business as usual. They'll be starting Braxton Kuhn at the point, Zach Wilson as the off guard, and then the three bigs will be, well, Trevor Miller at the forward, and then the two bigs will be Cameron Doherty and Braden Johnson. Statistically for the Chargers, we've got Braxton Kuhn averaging 9 points a game, Cam Doherty also averaging 9 points a game, Braden Johnson at 13.7. He leads the Chargers in scoring this year. Trevor Miller at 10.3. He's had the hot hand in 3 of the last 4 games for the Chargers. And then Zach Wilson averaging 6.6 points per game. The last time these two teams met, back in January, Orem came away with a 52-45 win down at Orem High School. Zach Wilson was the only Charger in double figures. He had 16 points in that game, and no other Charger had double figures. Also in that game, the Chargers led 22-14 at half. They were outscored 38-23 in the second half, and really in the third quarter, Orem caught fire from the three-point line as Corner Canyon looked like they were in pretty good control there at halftime, and Orem knocked down a few threes in the third, got back in the game. And then the Chargers really struggled against the zone that Orem threw against them. So I'm expecting we'll see zone again tonight from Orem. However, if you're an Orem fan, just know that the Chargers hit 10 threes in their game against Alta on Tuesday night. Chargers beating the Alta Hawks 56-39, and 6 different players hit threes. Like I said, they had 10 threes as a team. That was their season high. And Alta zoned pretty much the entire game, came out of the zone late when they were down by 15 in the fourth quarter. So we'll see how Orem comes out tonight. Again, Chargers ranked number 4 by the Deseret News and also number 4 by the Salt Lake Tribune. They will most certainly move up, at least in the Tribune rankings. Woods Cross was ranked ahead of them and got beat on Tuesday night. I don't know how you don't have the Chargers at least in the top 3. Tempe, of course, the number 1 team in 4A. Olympus, number 2, and I think Corner Canyon's got to be in that number 3 spot. We're set to tip off here at Charger Arena. Again, the Chargers just beating Alta Tuesday night at 56-39. Not quite the same atmosphere here tonight, but still a pretty good crowd as the Charger fans are celebrating a blackout night tonight. All the students in black. And Chargers control the tip. Here comes Braxton Kuhn, and Orem predictably is in a 2-3 zone. Chargers are going to need to attack it, not from the perimeter all the time. They got to get some inside game against the zone. Against Alta, they shot an awful lot of threes. Of course, they hit 10 as the Chargers turn it over. Chargers in their man-to-man defense. On occasion, they'll show a 3-2 zone. But for the last couple of games, they've been pretty much pretty content to be in man-to-man. As Will Clark hits the three-pointer to start the game for the Orem Tigers. Will Clark, again, a guy to watch here. He's averaging 21.5 points per game. Chargers have done a pretty good job against other teams' leading scorers overall on the year. Here's Trevor Miller. Shot up and almost came back down. No good, though. Will Clark there with the rebound. Corner Canyon came out a little sluggish on Tuesday against Alta. In fact, they actually trailed by 7 as Nima Namdar lit them up for 9 points in the first quarter on 3 threes. And then once things settled down, the Chargers went on a run, and Namdar couldn't score the rest of the game. Well, he actually had 3 more, but here comes Orem. And baseline shot up, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Braxton Kuhn. Here he comes in open floor. Kuhn all the way to the rim, and he's fouled. 2 shots coming for Braxton Kuhn. Kuhn took the rebound there, got knocked out by, looked like Corner Canyon and Orem player were fighting for the rebound. Ball got knocked out, and Kuhn just exploded off the rebound and took it coast to coast. They actually called it out of bounds. Well, there's an assist for Kuhn as Cam Doherty knocks down the jumper in the lane. And I thought for sure that was on the shot, so I was actually looking at the scoreboard to see who the foul was on, and next thing I knew, they were inbounding the ball. Good help there by Braden Johnson. There's a shot fake there on the wing, but you can see Orem very deliberate. This game was 52-45. That's the Chargers' lowest scoring output of the entire season. And I'll take it a step further. It was by far the worst performance I've seen them play all year. Orem has a way of mucking up the game. Here comes Trevor Miller on the open floor. Flips it over to Zach Wilson. No good. Put back up and no good. And Doherty taps it back out to Johnson. Chargers with 2 easy shots there. Didn't get either one to go. And they'll set here against the zone. 3-2 early going. 5.5 to go first quarter. And there's a high-low. Nice pass underneath and shot. No good. Johnson looked like he was going to get the roll there, and it came off the rim. Here comes Orem the other way. And Clark for 3 up top. Shot short and rebounded by Braxton Kuhn. Up ahead to Trevor Miller. And Miller's going to miss the shot off the rim there. That's 4 straight shots for the Chargers at point-blank range that have just rimmed off there. It was a nice look by Braxton Kuhn as he rebounded there and flipped it up ahead. Here's Will Clark again, guarded by Doherty now on the switch there. Doherty with the long arm is going to be hard to shoot over if you're Will Clark. Here's a little slip play underneath and almost turned it over. Looks like a travel. He rolled across the floor there, but they're going to call a jump ball, so possession's going to go to Orem. On the loose ball there, the guy, I couldn't see who it was. It might have been Noah Johnson there that went down for the ball. Thought he traveled when he kind of rolled over. Here's Will Clark in the corner. Clark with the only 3 for Orem so far in the 3-2 early going here. Tigers lead. Out top, that's Puka Nacua. He's a freshman. And he turns it over. Nacua averaging 8 points a game this year as a freshman. That's pretty impressive, but he turned the ball over there as there was nobody near where he threw it. Can see Orem again, the 2-3 zone. They bring that top guy up, but then as soon as the pass is made, he just drops back into the high post. Here's Kuhn for 3, shot no good. And rebounded by Orem, Orem's Will Clark. Here come the Tigers. That looked like a carry there, and that looked like a travel. And Orem gets lucky right there as Noah Johnson picks up the scraps and puts it in. Thought we had a carry and a travel on the same play. 3:49 to go first quarter. Orem leads 5-2 as Cameron Doherty knocks down the jumper. Doherty now with 4 points here in the early going for the Chargers. He's the only scorer. Chargers are going to need to get some guys in double figures tonight. Like I said, in their game at Orem, Zach Wilson was the only one to score double figures, and everybody else was below 10. $3:17 to go first quarter. 5-4 Orem lead. Again, taking their sweet time here as they just pass it around out top. Here's a 3, and not a very good shot, and that almost got the offensive rebound there, but had to save it, and Braden Johnson came away with it. Under 3 to go here. Here's a move by Braden Johnson, and he's fouled, and that will be on the shot. He'll get 2 shots here. Chargers at least doing a good job of getting the ball inside had those 4 straight short, well, 3 of them were layups. One was kind of a tip in. But at least they're going to the rim tonight. That's going to mean good things. First shot good. We're going to get our first look at Tommy Grosskreitz. Grosskreitz checking in, averaging just under 5 points a game. He had double figures against Provo and double figures against Timpanogos. So 2 of the last 4 games, he's given quite a spark off the bench. As the second free throw is no good. 5-5 here early going. .245 to go here in the first quarter. The Charger students are still filling in here, so the crowd's actually starting to turn out to be a decent crowd for the students. Of course, the cheerleaders are in Orlando, Florida, competing in nationals. As there's almost a turnover, and then, oh wow, how'd they give that back to Orem? Anyways, wanted to wish the cheerleaders good luck down in Orlando. They may be tuning in right now. And our drill team actually competing tomorrow for the state championships down at UVU. So we've got a lot of busy things going on at Corner Canyon. Chargers still a man-to-man. That's Mike Schefter that just checked into the game. Still 5-5, 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. And Will Clark there, you got to keep tight on him. Nice little slip play there, and that was a travel. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Not only, unbelievable, I thought he traveled when he turned, and not only are they going to call a foul, but the basket went in, so it's going to be an and one here for Orem. Noah Johnson, the 6'8" senior, will go to the line here. That's his first bucket of the game. He is averaging 8 points a game this year for the Tigers. Second free throw is good. He's got 3 points. Chargers looking a little bit lethargic here in the early going. Trailing 8-5, under 2 minutes to go. A lot of it's that Orem zone. And on the other end, they just take so much time with the ball. There's a nice pass by Grosskreitz. Out to Miller, squares up, and shot no good. Knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Miller had a great look right there. Was able to square his feet up, but just missed it there. Here comes Orem. 5-5. Not a lot of action so far here in the first quarter. And that's number 3, Ross Reeves. Reeves does start for Orem on occasion. He's a sophomore averaging just under 10 points a game. He's number 3. And there's a free lane to the hoop as Orem scores and extends that lead to 10-5. There's a nice look inside to Braden Johnson. Shot is good. Nice pass by Trevor Miller up on top. And it's a 10-7 game here with under a minute to go. Chargers will get the ball on the alternating possession to start the second quarter. And I sure hope Orem's not playing for one here. We still got 50 seconds. And sure enough, their coach yells, let's play for one. And I could not emphasize more than right now, we need a shot clock in the state of Utah. I've lobbied for it many times, but the UHSAA will not get one because they're tied to the National Federation, and the National Federation does not use a shot clock. Still 18 seconds to go. Orem playing for one here. That means they will have milked a full minute off the clock when it's all said and done here. 10 seconds to go. We'll see what they do. There's a fake pass underneath. There's Will Clark up top. He's going to have to shoot it with 3 seconds. And nice pass over to, I think that was KJ Wesley. Actually, I'm mistaken. That was Jared Tuttle. But nice play there by Orem, milking a minute off the clock and just putting the Charger defense to sleep. At the end of the first quarter, Orem 12, Corner Canyon 7. Welcome back to Charger Arena as Orem has built a 12-7 lead here at the end of the first quarter. We'll start the second quarter out here, and the Chargers will need to figure out how to get some points on the board against this zone. They've missed a couple of wide open threes, and they've also missed a couple of layups. Kyle Guilliam now checked in. He's a three-point specialist, and there's Scheffner driving baseline, and a ticky-tack touch foul called on Will Clark there. Wait a minute. They call the foul on Tommy Grosskreutz. What on this planet did he see? I tell you, man, before the game, I knew we were going to see some stuff, and we're already off and running. You can see Coach Cannon over there in the ear of Drake Marquez, and I have no idea what he just called there. But the foul went against Tommy Grosskreutz. That's going to be his first. I just often wonder if I'm watching the same game. So tough break there. Kyle Guilliam picks up the foul right there. That's the third team foul on the Chargers. 7:30 to go here, second quarter. Chargers are going to need to create some energy here because right now they look flat. And this is not the game to show up and play flat when you've already lost to them on the road. There's Will Clark trying to drive against Braden Johnson. His little scoop shot, no good. And Orem, you can see Orem out hustling the Chargers right there. And luckily it got knocked out to Grosskreutz. Here comes Zach Wilson in the open floor. Tried to flip it back to Johnson, but it's taken away. And here comes Puka Nacua. And then he turns it over back to Zach Wilson. And Wilson pulls back. Now he's going to push it across midcourt. Like to see if we could get Kyle Guilliam a shot as Braden Johnson pops out, shot no good. And it's one and done for the Chargers the last few possessions. They're unable to get offensive rebounds. Minute and a half gone here, second quarter. Still 12-7 Orem. And there's Kyle Guilliam. We need to get him going on the offensive end. He's brought in to be a shooter against the zone. Cam Doherty, the leading scorer tonight with 4 points, is on the bench right now. See Orem they just pull it out, and that's a travel. For lack of a better word, they play a boring style of basketball. But I'll give them credit, at least it keeps them in a game with a team who is, in theory, better. I mean, obviously Orem beat them down at Orem. Right now it's not looking that way. Chargers really struggling. I mean, only 7 points now in 10 minutes of action for the Chargers. And the 7 come from Doherty with 4 and Johnson with 3, and that's it for the Chargers. Nobody else has scored. Here we go. We'll see if they can get something going here on the offensive end against this zone as they go high post. Doherty back in the game. And they're trying to go high-low as Doherty lost it and Johnson picked it up. You can see Orem doing a great job of keeping guys in front and just making it very difficult. There's another turnover, basically the exact same pass as last time. And then almost another turnover, but Orem hustling and getting on the floor. And they're going to create a jump ball situation. Believe that will go to Orem because Chargers had the inbound on the alternating possession at the end of the quarter. And Braxton Kuhn going to check back in. He'll replace, it looks like, I think he's replacing Scheffner, but we've got a timeout on the floor. Chargers really need to wake things up here. They're trailing 12-7. We'll be back after this. And we're back off the timeout here. 5:22 to go in the half. Chargers scored us here in the second quarter, trailing 12-7, as Orem will inbound off of the timeout. We talked about Woods Cross earlier, who's currently ranked number 3. They're actually leading East right now at the end of the first quarter, 13-10. And Corner Canyon will actually match up with Region 8 in the state tournament. That's the Payson, Maple Mountain. Of course, Chargers have played both of them. As there's a drive to the hole. Thought Johnson had a chance to take a charge there, but ball got knocked out of bounds. It'll be Charger basketball here, 5 minutes to go in the half. And we're looking for their first points of the quarter here. They got to wake up here, and they got to wake up quick. Here's Doherty up top. He's already had a couple of nice jumpers. And almost another turnover as Wilson for 3 in the corner, and it's good. Just what the Chargers needed to wake them up. Wilson with a 3, and it's now 12-10. And you can see the Chargers picking up full court. That was back court. And well, why do you blow the whistle and go ask? It's either back court or it's not. Like, why do you blow the whistle? It's either back court or it's not. You don't blow the whistle and have a discussion. I'll tell you, every game, I know I say it every time he refs, but it's an adventure. And, oh, nice job by Braden Johnson, and he's fouled. It's too bad he had a good lane to the bucket. But nice job by Braden Johnson overplaying the lane there. And you can see the Chargers now, they knock down the 3 and they get a little bit of life in them here. Hopefully the defense can turn into good offense here and at least wake them up and get a little energy going. I'd like to see Miller get one going here too. He's had a couple of good looks. As Miller goes baseline and tried to go underneath and hit the bottom of the rim there. And Orem slows things down. Actually, here they come. They attacked right there. Saw an open lane to the hole, and that's Puka Nakua going all the way to the rim. Nobody stopped him. There's a great pass by Braxton Kuhn. And Doherty fouled. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. Chargers are getting beat off the dribble too much at the other end. You got to keep guys in front because when you get broken down off the dribble up top, it hurts everybody on the backside. Doherty's free throw, good. He's now got 5 points. 14-11 here. Orem leads. Doherty with 5, Braden Johnson with 3, and Zach Wilson, who just hit the 3, also has 3. That's the 3 Chargers who have scored tonight. And Doherty now has 6 points. He's got half the points now for the Chargers. Again, full court pressure here. Full court pressure will force the tempo a little bit, and it also gives you a little energy on defense. Here's a 3 in the corner. And you can see the full court pressure works because when they shoot a quick shot, it keeps them from milking another minute off the clock, and then we turn around and give it right back to them. Here comes Orem the other way, another quick shot. This time short and rebounded by Doherty, and he gets completely pillaged by number 55, Nate Bell. Bell, undoubtedly a football player too. Looks like a pretty good sized kid. He stands at 6'6", 225, so pretty big high school kid. (14-12). It's been pretty uneventful first quarter thus far. Here's Johnson in the high post with a nice shot fake. He goes to the rim and he finishes. He's going to get fouled and get a free throw. And we're all tied up here at 14. Beautiful shot fake there up top. The defender went and Braden Johnson just glided right past him, drew the foul and finished. It's tied up. Hopefully he'll hit this free throw so they can pick up that full court pressure. Chargers only have 3 team fouls right now. And free throw good. We'll see if they press here. Johnson now with 6. And he's going to come out of the game. Grosskreitz going to check in. 3:21 to go. Chargers leading 15-14. Always a luxury when your 6'7" guy can take the ball at the top of the key shot fake and go all the way to the rim. Nice D here by Zach Wilson. And nice, he steals the ball. Nice job, Zach Wilson. And then he gives it right back. And Grosskreutz fouls. Wilson with a great hustle on defense. He did not see the defender behind him, unfortunately. And Orem took it away and came down the other way. That's Ross Reeves. Tough break there for the Chargers because it was a great hustle play by Wilson. 2 free throws coming here for Reeves. First shot, no good. And back in is Braden Johnson. He'll replace Grosskreutz. Johnson with 6, Doherty with 6, Wilson with 3. And second free throw is good. Trevor Miller been very quiet so far in the first half. He's a guy who's been scoring an awful lot lately. Had 15 against Alta, 18 against Provo. And he scored us here in the first half against Orem, and there's a turnover. Chargers not taking care of the ball. And a nice block shot there against Will Clark. And if they can get out of this trap, they've got room to push the ball up. Here comes Braxton Acuna up the sideline. Zach Wilson in the open floor, and he misses. Followed by Trevor Miller, no good, and rebounded by Orem. And Orem's going to call timeout. Things getting a little bit crazy. 2:38 to go, first half. We're tied at 15. We'll be back after the timeout. And back to Charger Arena off the timeout. Orem will inbound. We're tied at 15 with about 2.5 to go here in the first half. Chargers battled back to take a 1-point lead, and then the free throw by Ross Reeves tied it up, and that's where we sit right now. And there's a nice high-low underneath, and Nate Bell will score. Nice call by Coach Holt out of the timeout there for Orem. 17-15. Orem Tigers lead. We'll see what the Chargers do here to attack this zone again. There's a nice pass to Cam Doherty. Shot no good. He follows it. Cam Doherty back up and good. Nice job by Cam Doherty. Staying with his shot. He's got 8 points, and we're back tied up at 17. Chargers got to get some scoring out of Kuhn and Miller here, because 3 guys aren't going to be able to carry the load here. Really 2. You got Doherty and Johnson with 14 of the 17 points. And here comes Orem back into their boring style of basketball. With a shot clock, you wouldn't care. But without a shot clock, you know, they already took a full minute off the clock. That's basically 2 shot clocks. And already right here, they would have had a shot clock violation. So Orem just taking their sweet time. And there's a touch foul on Zach Wilson. Down to 1:10. We'll see. Keep an eye on the Orem bench to see if they're going to play for 1 shot here. They did it in the first quarter. They stalled a total of 1 minute to end the quarter, and they've already taken almost a minute off here, consecutive here at the end of the second. And we're down to 1 minute. Nice job by Wilson. Active hands are almost caused the turnover. Down to 50 seconds, so Orem has had the ball for over a minute on this possession. And ball got knocked out by Kuhn. 47 seconds to go. 17-17. Here's Jake Stainer in no hurry whatsoever. This is unbelievable. They're going to end up taking 2 minutes off the clock to end the half. It's terrible style of basketball. Down to 26 seconds. Now if you're the Chargers, well, there's going to be a foul. Oh, they called it on Braxton Kuhn. I thought that one could have gone either way. They were kind of jostling. 6 team fouls now on both teams, so we're in the bonus either way. And now, why are we taking it out on the baseline? The foul occurred way out on the sideline. So the ball was above the three-point line. Well, and then Marquez just throws the ball in. Here comes Orem, 20 seconds to go. Absolutely hate their style of basketball. 10 seconds to go. Nice job by Trevor Miller. And Miller at the other end. Oh, no good. And they're still fighting down there. Here's Doherty's fouled, and oh, he almost got it to go. I love the Chargers making the Orem Tigers pay for their boring style of basketball, taking a minute 50 off the clock and then turning it over with 10 seconds. Chargers are going to be the ones that get shots here at the end of the quarter. 17-17, big free throws here for Doherty. And first one is good. Cam Doherty now with 9 points. He's got half of the points. Like we said, Braden Johnson's got 6, and Zach Wilson 3. That's it. And really, Orem not much better, although theirs is a little bit more spread out. Second shot, good by Doherty. You got to defend here with 1.5 seconds. Here's a shot at the buzzer, up and over the hoop. Chargers lead 19-17 in a strange half of basketball that saw Orem hold the ball for 3 minutes on 2 possessions. But the Chargers are the ones that lead right now. 19-17, halftime lead. We'll be back for the second half in 10 minutes. And welcome back to Corner Canyon High School here as we are ending halftime. We'll start the third quarter here. It should be Charger basketball, which is nice since they ended the second quarter with a steal with 10 seconds to go and then 2 free throws by Cam Doherty. Chargers leading 19-17. Recapping the scoring, Cameron Doherty with 10, Braden Johnson with 6, and Zach Wilson with 3. That's your 19 for the Chargers. And then they did a good job on Will Clark. Will Clark hit that 3 to open the game for Orem, and he has not scored a point since. Here's a shot by Johnson, no good, rebounded there. Trying to see, that was Noah Johnson, I believe, with the rebound. Here comes Orem the other way. And here we go. And I say that sarcastically because they're going to be very slow. .7:30 to go. I'd almost contemplate going into a half-court trap just to speed the game up, because the problem is you're letting an inferior team stick around, and there they pick you apart for a layup. Now we're tied at 19. Scoreboard is wrong. It says 21-17, but it's actually 19-19, and they just fixed it. Chargers going to need to get some balance. They need to get Trevor Miller and Braxton Kuhn in the scoring column here, because they both are huge parts of this team. And look at Braden Johnson just barreling his way down and drawing 2 free throws. That's the way you do it. You get the ball, be assertive, and take it right to the rim. He basically just took the ball and crammed it right down Orem's throats there and drew the foul as he knocks down the first free throw. Johnson now 7 points. Again, the Chargers hit 10 threes against Alta on Tuesday. They just have 1 tonight, that 3 by Zach Wilson, and that's it. No threes other than that. Here's the full court pressure. Good strategy here by Coach Cannon. It worked a couple of times in the first half, if nothing else, than speeding up the flow. And, where'd they get the foul there? So they're going to call foul on the Chargers there. Now, you do want to speed the flow up, but you don't want to let them shred all the way into the paint, so it's a point-blank layup. You can see every time the Chargers do put pressure on them, it does speed up Orem, and when they don't, Orem just sits and runs 30 to 60 seconds off the clock, and that's why it's 21-19 in the third quarter right now. Checking in for Orem right there, that's number 25, Jared Tuttle. Tuttle had 2 points in the first half. Leading scorer for Orem was actually Noah Johnson. He had 5. See, the second free throw there is good by the big guy. Nate Bell now with 3 points. Orem's had balance, but it's just spread across the board with lots of, 3 points here and 2 here and 5 and 4. Here's another turnover. Will Clark pulls it back out, and Orem in their half-court set. See Trevor Miller up there trying to get a 5-second count. Puka Nacua looks like he's a really nice-looking freshman for Orem. And that's number 12 up top. I'm not sure they got right there. They got Zach Wilson. That's going to be Zach Wilson's second foul. Foul-wise, Grosskreitz has 2, Wilson with 2, nobody else with more than 1 for the Chargers. For Orem, Puka Nacua has 2, Nate Bell, the big guy, has 2, and then also Noah Johnson has 2. And that was Bell that went down to the floor there. Under 6 minutes to go, 21-21 tie. Here's Will Clark from outside, and it's good. And that was a 3-pointer. I was looking down to see if they were going to give it to him. That's Will Clark's second 3 of the game. He's now got 6 points for the Tigers. And here comes Braden Johnson attacking again, and shot is good. Great job by Braden Johnson, really going after it. Chargers got to the free throw line 7 times in the first half, hit 6 of them, and they're doing a good job of attacking the rim here. And Orem with a quick shot. What are we calling here? And the same official with a mystery call, not sure what he called. He's claiming that 55 cleared somebody out. You can see that 55 has well, he's acting like he doesn't know what he did. But I'll go on the side of 55. I didn't see him do anything. And it was away from where the drive occurred. Good break for the Chargers, though, trailing now by 1. 5:09 to go, third quarter. Here's Doherty for 3 on the wing. Shot is good. Cam Doherty. Chargers up by 2. And Doherty with 13 points. Miller let him get around and got the foul there. That's where you got to cut off the sideline. But I think you keep the pressure up going right here. Orem's still three-quarter court. I'd bring the pressure up. In fact, it looks like the bench is actually saying, well, actually, no, they're signaling 1, whatever that means. They go into a 1-3-1 half court here. It looks like they are. We got a 1-3-1 half court trap coming here. So you want to defend the corners here. That's going to be your weakness. But I like the change here, and good timeout actually by Orem. As Chargers showing a completely different look. They haven't shown that look all year to my knowledge. I can't think of a game where they have. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it with you right here. Cam Doherty with 13. And Braden Johnson with 10. They've got 23 out of the 26 points for the Chargers. If you're Orem right now, you want to talk about spreading the floor, put 2 guards up top and split the defense, have a guy in the high post, and you want to put 2 guys down in the corners. And I always like to put a shooter in the corner because it's hard to guard the corners against a half-court trap. On the flip side, I love what Corner Canyon's doing because it's just tough to sit back, and it's almost like you're getting tortured there watching Orem dribble and pass the ball around. And we'll see if they stay in it. It looks like they're back to man-to-man. Nope, they're going to still trap. And there's a turnover. Trevor Miller all the way and misses the dunk. Rebounded by Johnson. And no good there. And here we go the other way. Tough break for Corner Canyon. That would have been a gigantic boost. And here's another turnover. Up ahead to Braden Johnson. Johnson crosses over and finishes. Braden Johnson. 28-24. I love it. The defense creating offense right here for the Chargers. Just what they needed to do. Great job by Coach Canna making the change here. Total different energy boost right now out of the Chargers. Look at them going here. And there's the corner. You got to be careful there, but absolutely love what they're doing. What are we calling now? My gosh, now you're calling it away from the ball foul. You're noticing every time he blows the whistle, somebody's hands are out, wondering what in the world he saw. It's unbelievable. That's a momentum killer for the Chargers to a degree because, I mean, they got this bounce in their step. Let's see if they can rekindle it here, although they're back in man-to-man defense right now. Love the run and jump stuff, though. That's great stuff to get the Chargers' energy as Will Clark drives down and draws the foul. I just sit here and I scratch my head because whatever he called had nothing to do with what the action was, and it's a momentum killer. Free throw good by Will Clark. He's got 7. Will Clark, again, averaging 21.5 points per game. He's one of the leading scorers in all of 4A. And he's been relatively quiet here today. He hit that 3 to start the game. And then he also hit the 3 just a minute ago as he missed that free throw. 28-25. I mean, the 4-point lead by the Chargers, their biggest of the night. There's Johnson kicking it out. And, William missed it and chased down his own rebound. Good job by Johnson of keeping it alive. And Chargers with the second chance points. Many times in the first half, they didn't get that. Tough break. Braden Johnson went to a ball fake and lost the ball. Now we're going to have a jump ball. So it's going to go to, I believe it'll go to Orem. I think Corner Canyon got, We'll see if they pick it up. I would. I think I'd stay with the pressure. And going to the bench there is Nate Bell. Bell leaves the game with 3 points. Again, it's just an energy difference. Look at the defense running around and trying to make a play. And Orem having to play fast, although that's a nice shot there by Jake Stainer. Stainer with his first bucket of the game and his first two. 28-27 right now. Chargers lead as Braxton Kuhn loses it in the paint. And there's going to be another, I thought it was going to be a jump ball, but Orem's going to come out with it. And then Tommy Grosskreitz reaches in and gets the foul. That's going to be Grosskreitz's third foul. And unfortunately, now the 6th team foul on the Chargers. And we've still got 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. And a score of interest here, Murray leading Olympus 31-21. A little surprised by that as Orem scores and now regains the lead. It's 29-28 and somebody got hurt. Boy, he's really hurt and he's trying to crawl off the floor. And I think that's Puka Nakua, the freshman. And he's really, really hurting right now. So they're going to tend to Nakua, and technically he's off the floor. So, there comes the sub. I was going to say, once the player leaves the floor, they should be playing. I don't know why we're having a delay and a timeout right now. The player has already checked into the game, and Nakua's already out of the game. Looks like we're going to play here. 2:24 to go, 29-28, Orem Tiger lead. Here comes Kuhn. And there's another turnover. That's 3 consecutive times down where they've lost the ball just on basic plays. Again, you want to go back to the turning point of the momentum. It was that foul that just no rhyme or reason. And I mean, everything's changed now. It's unbelievable how momentum can change on just little things like that. Here comes Orem. That's Clark dribbling all over and looks like he's walking all over too. And knocks it out of bounds. 2 Tigers try to run it down, but it's going to be Charger basketball. $1:40 to go here in the third. Nice screen up top by, nice job. Oh, he missed it. It was a great screen by Braden Johnson to free up Kuhn, but then Grosskreitz just mishandled the pass and missed it. Tough break for the Chargers there. Will Clark down here dribbling around. Almost throws it away there. Good catch down there in the corner. Now he's trapped. And Orem basketball here. It's 1:17 to go in the third. I mean, let's see if they're going to play for one shot again. They may look to score, though, where they're under their, on the side down here low on their basket. We'll see what they do. And what do we have, a timeout? Timeout Orem with 1:17 to go, third quarter. Orem 29, Corner Canyon 28. And we're back at Charger Arena. Orem will be inbounding, leading by 1 point right here. 1:17 to go in the third quarter. And looks like they're going to try to attack here off of the inbounds. However, if they don't score here, my guess is they'll pull it back out. Here, he's going to get a 5-second count if he's not careful. Good job by Braxton Kuhn. Luckily, he picked up the dribble there at about 4. You can see Coach Cannon's not going to let him sit back and stall a minute. But you got to play D when you're making the switch. They're going to. Oh, nice block by Cam Doherty. Great job by the Chargers. Coach Cannon was trying to put him in a half-court trap. And they fell asleep a little bit on defense there. Here's Braden Johnson over to Schefter, who just checked into the game. 30 seconds to go here in the third. It'll be Charger basketball to start the fourth. Oh, too bad by Braden Johnson. Tried to go underneath it. And Orem will undoubtedly play for one shot. "12 seconds to go here. Here come the Chargers trapping. Don't fall asleep under the hoop, though. 5 seconds here. We'll see what Will Clark does against the double team. Over on the weak side, nice shot fake there. And he hits the 3 at the buzzer. That's number 5, Jake Stainer, with his 5th point of the game. And at the end of the third quarter, Orem 32, Corner Canyon 28. And we're back to Charger Arena. Chargers will inbound, trailing by 4. Orem hitting that big 3 to end the third quarter. And Orem in that zone just sucking the life out of the Chargers on offense. Got to go back to that full court stuff and half court trap, because that's really when they had their energy and built the lead. And ever since they went out of it, they've been deflated. There's a foul by Orem. In fact, Braden Johnson got popped in the mouth there. Thought he was going to be okay, but he went right back down again. Trying to see what happened. I don't know if he got poked in the eye or... He's sure squirming down there like he's hurt. So he originally tried to get up, and then he just went right back down. You can see he looks like he's in a little bit of pain. Might have just got poked in the eye. You can see the look on his face there. And the trainer will go take a look at him. Hopefully he'll be able to come back in, because that would be a gigantic loss for the Chargers with, here almost 8 minutes to go, or 7.5 minutes to go in the game. I mean, not only that, but only 3 guys have even scored tonight, and he's one of the 3. Here we go. We'll see if the Chargers can get a good possession here. They've got Kyle Gwilliam in the corner. Gwilliam been quiet tonight. Here comes Trev Miller. And Miller is in the books with his first bucket of the game. And that's a good sign for the Chargers, as they're going to need his scoring down the stretch here. And again, they come back out in that half-court trap. We'll see if they can force a turnover. And really, it's a 1-3-1 with Doherty up top, and he's got such long arms. You're hoping that he can maybe get a deflection up there. Here's the trap in the corner. That's a bad spot to be if you're Orem. Of course, the weak side guy needs to rotate up, so when that pass goes back, it could be a turnover. Get Orem just stalling away. It's 32-30 with 6.5 minutes to go, and Orem's just out here milking the clock. Terrible basketball. You can hear the fans are starting to get restless. A few people are booing, and I would be booing with them if I wasn't on the headset. Absolutely terrible basketball. And there's a foul. Got knocked in the head there. He's going to get 2 free throws. Nate Bell with 3 points here, looking for points 4 and 5 here at the free throw line. Free throw good. It's a 3-point lead now for the Orem Tigers. And second free throw is good. Big guy got a nice touch there. 5 points for Bell. Chargers are going to take a timeout. 6:16 to go in the game. Orem 34, Corner Canyon 30. And we're back. We'll see if the Chargers can get something going here, trailing by 4. Just got an update. Olympus is actually trailing Murray by 12 at the half, 35-23. That would be a shocker if that held up, although Murray's got a very good basketball team too. Here come the Chargers. And there's another turnover. I don't have the official count, but I think of 3 or 4 turnovers here in the third quarter. Yeah, well, this is the fourth quarter, but in the second half, where we've just basically lost the ball and given it up. And when you're down by job of overplaying the wing, he's had 2 or 3 of those. And good break there for the Chargers. If Orem's going to play not to lose with 5.5 minutes to go, you got to take advantage. Good job, as Trevor Miller has earned himself 2 free throws right here. First free throw good. Miller now with 3 points. Braden Johnson still being tended to over in the far corner. Looks like he's holding something up to his eye. Second free throw good. Hopefully he's going to be okay to return here for the Chargers. And he's walking around down there in the corner. And it looks like it was his eye. He's holding a big tissue up over his eye. 34-32. Chargers need to get another turnover here as Orem is playing backwards. Just trying to work the clock here. Here comes Will Clark, and almost turned over, and then it is a turnover. Nice job I'm not sure why they were looking at the official weird, because he fell out of bounds with the ball. 5:07 to go here. Chargers with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Orem still in that zone. Here's Wilson in the high post with a fake, and he gets it to go. Zach Wilson ties it up. 5 points for Wilson, and the Chargers have tied it up with 4:47 to go here in the game. Here comes Orem again in that boring style. And they're just looking to see if Clark can get to the rim. And, oh, man, they're going to call foul. Unbelievable. I mean, Clark's forcing the contact there. He's going to get 2 free throws on that. I'm trying to see who they called the foul on. Could have been on one of 2 or 3 guys, none of which fouled. Free throw good by Clark. He's now got 8 points, 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Well below his season average of 21.5. Although in a game like this, 21 points in a game like this would be a ton. Second free throw good for Clark. He's now got 9. He's got 2 threes and then 3 for 4 from the free throw line for his 9 points. They're using Zach Wilson in the high post. Over to William for 3, shot no good. And rebounded by Kuhn. Kuhn tried to step underneath and drew the foul. This will be Braxton Kuhn's first free throws, and he has not scored tonight. And, it rolled in. Free throw good. Braxton Kuhn with his first point of the game. 36-35. Second free throw good. We're all tied up at 36 here. Just over 4 minutes to go in the game. In a game like this, nice turnover. I was going to say, in a game like this, you got to take care of the ball. And just as I was about to say that, Orem turned it over. We'll see what the Chargers do here. 4 minutes to go now. And here's Zach Wilson working in the high post, passes it back out. And Braxton Kuhn looking over to the bench. And now Corner Canyon's going to pull the ball out. They're trying to pull Orem out of the zone, although I can just about guarantee they're not going to come out of it. They're the underdog in this game, so they're going to be content to make this a short game and a tie game, it would be my guess. I mean, I've been consistently saying we need a shot clock. I'll flip it even on our end. There should be a shot clock in high school basketball. Orem's the team that likes to play slow, so they're going to be more than content to make this a 3-minute game at this point. And you can see them starting to creep up, but I really don't think they're going to come out and be aggressive. Now under 3 minutes, so there's a full minute off the clock. Strategically, the Chargers are just trying to get Orem out of their zone. But it's not, I mean, it's somewhat backfiring because I just don't see any reason why Orem would need to. If I'm Orem and I'm an underdog right now on the road, I'd probably just sit back and say, all right, let's go overtime if that, whatever. I just don't see Orem coming out of this zone right now. Well, there's not much for me to say right now. We're under 2:20 to go. .205 to go, and like I said, Orem's not going to come out of it. You can see their big guys are just staying down low. Well, here they come. Maybe they're going to lightly come out of it, but all right, we'll see what Corner Canyon's going to do. They just call the play. But if you're Orem, I mean, now you're playing the number 4 ranked team in the state in a minute and a half game because it's a tie game. And they've taken, what, 2.5 minutes off the clock? And almost a turnover right there. Got to be careful. Under a minute and a half to go now. I mean, we were at I want to say we were at 4:10 when this started, and we're now down to 1:24. Timeout, Corner Canyon. We're all tied up here, 36-36, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. And we're back after the short timeout. And Orem, I mean, Orem's going to sit back in the zone. They're showing a 1-3-1 now, so they've changed their zone. And really what they're doing is they're just bringing up a guy who can try to get a steal in the passing lane or force a turnover. You can see that they have no intention of coming out. They're just going to have that one guy up top protecting themselves on the backside with that 1-3, with the 3-1 of the 1-3-1. Yeah, you're going to almost get a 5-second count. Down to a minute now. So 3 minutes off the clock. And is that the Chargers? Oh, almost a tip ball there. .45 seconds now. Doherty catches in the corner. They're going to go right back out to Kuhn. 40 seconds. I'll be shocked if Orem lets them play for the final shot here. I think they'll come out here at about 30. They'll make a change at some point here and come out and try to force the turnover, would be my guess. Although we're down to 25 seconds. I mean, that's 3.5 minutes off the clock just in this possession. Ooh, that was a travel by Cam Doherty. He skipped there when he caught it, and now we're going to have a timeout by Corner Canyon. So now 13 seconds to go, tied up. Chargers trying to play for the final shot, and we'll be back after the timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. Now we're back. We'll see what the Chargers are going to do. One of the things that you got to be very careful of here with where you're inbounding is you got to make sure you get the ball inbounds. 13 seconds to go here. And here they are. Here we go. We'll see what the Chargers do here. Orem has gone man-to-man. Here's Kuhn driving to the hole. That's, oh, what did he call? That should have been, I thought that should have been a charge. It's going to be out of bounds. That's only the 6th foul on Orem. I'll be honest, I thought that was a charge. The Chargers got a lucky break right there. The big guy was just standing there. I thought Kuhn barreled him over. It's going to be a timeout by Orem here. 6.4 seconds to go. And looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll be back in 1 minute. Well, we're back for the final 6.4 seconds. Chargers might run that lob play where they like to screen across, although Johnson's out of the game. They do like to do that cross screen, and the fact they're going to lob it to Doherty right here. 5 seconds to go. Here comes Trevor Miller. Miller with the shot up and no good. And don't foul here. We're going to go overtime. I don't know why Miller wanted a foul there. It didn't look like it was a foul. So Corner Canyon just took 4 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock and did not score there. We're going to go overtime. We'll be back in about a minute and a half. Welcome back for overtime. We were just joking, if Corner Canyon wins the tip, will they hold for another 4 minutes? Because, oh, looks like Orem's kind of jamming things up here. They're trying to sneak their guys in. And here they win the tip. So are we going to go 4 minutes here? We'll see. It looks like Orem, they're in a zone, but they're going to be in a little bit more of an aggressive zone, it looks like. Well, maybe not. Here we go. And here we go again. Watch out behind. Zach Wilson wasn't paying attention to that guy coming behind. Almost, well, he got rid of the ball quickly there, but that could have been a nightmare for the Chargers. Now there's 30 seconds, so they've now held the ball. I mean, we'll be coming up on 5 minutes here in just a minute. Well, if you're just joining us, I've already been trying to say we need a shot clock in Utah. So I've said it so many times that it's lost its luster at this point. But we do need a shot clock in Utah. Cam Doherty misses, and Orem has the ball for the first time in over 5 minutes. How's that for a stat? That's pretty crazy. And the Chargers take it back, so after chasing the ball around for 5 minutes, they had it for about 20 seconds. 2:33 to go. Nobody has scored not only in overtime, but in a long time. Doherty had a pretty good look that last time down. It's too bad he didn't knock it down. I mean, at this point, both teams just want to try to win the game. And I know the strategy from Corner Canyon is such, but that's a long time to hold the ball. I haven't seen it like this since the Brighton Lone Peak State Championship, when Brighton literally stood at midcourt and stalled for 7 minutes while the entire arena booed. And we're down to 1:45 now. And there's going to, what in the world? Like, that was an ill-advised pass. He tried to throw it cross court. So Orem gets the ball back. Almost. Yeah, there's going to be a foul up top. It's going to be 1-on-1 for Orem. And that is Puka Nacua, who's back in the game. Remember, he hurt his ankle or his knee. I wasn't really sure what it was, but got hurt a little bit earlier. 1-and-1 right here. And it's good. Second free throw good. Nakua with 6. Did you guys see that at home? Because there's your guy with another mystery call. He called his foot over the line, so the free throw was no good. I was marking it down on my paper, so I just had to scribble it out. 37-36, now Chargers trailing by 1, and Zach Wilson turns it over. Here comes Orem the other way, and no good. Zach Wilson with the rebound. He's got a 1-on-2, and he pulls it back out. And the Chargers just look like they are in complete disarray right now. 1:07 to go in overtime. Orem 37, Corner Canyon 36. We'll be back after the timeout. .107 to go here back at Charger Arena, and the Chargers are trailing 37-36. Off of the timeout, they will inbound here, and Braxton Kuhn in the backcourt. We'll see what the Chargers do. Orem in the 1-3-1 zone. That is a little different than the way they played most of the game. Here come the Chargers. Braden Johnson out with an injury. We're not sure what's wrong with him. May have got poked in the eye, but here come the Chargers. And Trevor Miller loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Charger basketball. 46 seconds to go here. The Orem bench wanting to know why that was not their ball. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but there's Trevor Miller with the shot put there. He got the contact and then tried to shot put it into the rim. So Miller's going to go to the free throw line shooting 2. And somebody has fouled out. Is that the big guy? I lost track of my fouls. Yeah, that's the big guy. Nate Bell has fouled out of the game with unofficially 5 points. And now Trevor Miller with 4 points here. He'll get 2. First shot is good. We're all tied up at 37. If Miller hits this, does Orem then turn around and stall? Although they're trailing by 1 if they do. And free throw bounces in. 38-37. We'll see what Orem does here. Chargers have 9 team fouls, so any foul on Corner Canyon will result in the double bonus. Here's Nakua, nice move, and all the way to the rim. I mean, that's a fantastic move for a freshman. Here comes Trevor Miller at the other end. He draws the foul. And I'll just tell you right now, if I'm Corner Canyon, I am not going to isolate defensively on Nakua after that move. I mean, he just blew right past. And there was no help whatsoever behind him. Free throw good by Miller. I mean, we've had more action in the last 20 seconds than we had in about 20 minutes. Second free throw by Miller is good. And Miller now has 8 points. Checking in for Corner Canyon is Kyle Gwilliam. He'll replace Scheffner. If I'm the Chargers, I would strongly consider switching my defense. And they did. They go to a 3-2 zone with Cam Doherty up top. 18 seconds to go, and we're going to have a timeout called by Orem. Chargers leading 40-39 in overtime. We'll see what they can do if they can hold on defensively. We'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back to Corner Canyon, where we're coming out of a timeout. It is 40-39, Chargers lead, 16 seconds to go. And it looks like Murray is going to upset Olympus. They're up by 14 with 2.5 to go. So Chargers with an opportunity, if they can hold on here, to move up the rankings. Although right now they just want to win the game. They don't care about that. 11 seconds here. Here's Nakua in the high post. Kicks out for an open three, shot no good. Airballs, and Trevor Miller with the rebound. He's going to go to the free throw line, but it's going to be a 1-and-1. That's only the 9th team foul. So this is going to be a pressure 1-and-1 here for Trevor Miller. So you take a look at the situation. It's 3.7 seconds. Miller has 8 points, 6 of them from the foul line here in the fourth quarter. And these are big ones because this is the front end of a 1-and-1, and it's a 1-point game. Chargers clear the lane here. We'll see if Miller can hit it. And he does. Knocks the free throw down, and here's a big one coming. Chargers are back defensively. They've got all 4 guys on the other side of half court. Miller's second free throw is good. Miller with 8 free throws in a row and 10 points. Did not have a point until the fourth quarter. Comes through with 10 big ones. And it looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. If you were watching the Utah game last night, Brandon Taylor with a crazy, stupid foul that ended up almost, well, I mean, it cost Utah the game, but it was, I'm still trying to figure out what he was doing. There was like 2 seconds to go, and he fouled the guy across midcourt on a wild shot, and Oregon State Beavers actually hit the free throws and beat them. So right here you have a 3-point lead, and I mean, the coach in me says play defense. The worst thing they can do is tie it, and it would probably be a pretty tough shot with this much time left. A lot of coaches say foul here. I don't like to foul here, and I'll tell you why. You give them the free throw, and then you shorten the floor for them to get, miss the free throw and get an offensive rebound. Right here, the worst you can do if you're Corner Canyon is go double overtime. So it looks like they're going to play D. We'll see if they foul, and they do. But it's 2 free throws, and we got 2.5 seconds. I mean, and keep in mind, Braden Johnson is out of the game. So your leading rebounder is not even in the game. This is going to be huge, although it's 2 shots. They've got Grosskreutz at the table trying to come in, and the free throw no good. So now you got to defend the 3-point line. You got to be careful because all Orem is going to do is try to tip the ball out to their 3-point shooter. I would put Braxton Kuhn up top, or at least have him fade out to the 3-point line. And there's a violation by the shooter. 1.9 seconds, although they should put time back up. Nobody notices it except for yours truly, our favorite official. He's got to put time on. He's right, though. I mean, it's 2.5 seconds. And they accidentally put 25 up. There we go, 2.5. Chargers have got to get the ball in here. Don't get an offensive foul, and don't throw it deep because they've got a center field guy. Get the ball in. There you go. And it's going to be 2 free throws now. That's the second. I was trying to see what they were whistling there. That's the double bonus, 10th team foul on Orem. Foul was called there on Jake Stainer. That's his 3rd personal. 1.7 seconds to go here. If Kuhn hits either of these free throws, this ball game is over. First free throw, no good. Kuhn with just 2 points tonight, but he can ice the game right here with this free throw. And if you're the other guys, don't fall asleep here. Second free throw good, that should do it. 1.7 to go here. Orem with a full court shot and almost goes. Final score, Chargers 43, Orem 39. We'll be back on Tuesday. Look at these Orem coaches acting like complete idiots. Unbelievable. They're literally chasing the officials off the floor there and swinging their arms at them. Wow. Unbelievable. Now the coach does something again over at the officials, and well, we're going to be done with Orem. So final score 43-39. We will see you Tuesday night as the Chargers will take on Mountain View down in Orem. And the Chargers improved to 6-2 in region, 15-4 overall. We have 2 weeks left in the regular season, so we'll be back Tuesday from Mountain View. We'll see you later.